All right, Madam Chair, it looks like we have Mr. Smith, we have Mr. Camacho, we have O, we have Ms. Norman, and we have Ms. Markman. Madam Chair, we're ready to begin.
All right.
All right, Madam Chair. The recording has been restarted. I will go ahead and announce the next class of license. The next class of license is a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor, and this is a competition. We have 5 licensees applying for 4 licenses. I will read the rules of engagement. Today's docket includes 5 establishments, each of whom have applied for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor license. The BOLC only has 4 Class B beer, wine, and liquor licenses to issue. As such, each of the 5 applicants will be competing for these 4 Class B licenses today. At the BOLC, we endeavor to be fair, transparent, and efficient in granting licenses to applicants that come before this body. As such, and for this competition, we engage with those same tenets of fairness, transparency, and efficiency as we decide which applicants are issued the 4 licenses available today. Here are the rules of engagement for these Class B beer, wine, and liquor licenses. Each applicant's attorney will present on behalf of his or her client, including questions posed to the potential licensee. For applicants who wish to proceed without an attorney, the applicant will be permitted to speak on their own behalf. To avoid repetitive testimony, each applicant will be allotted up to 3 persons to speak on their behalf in favor of, and the board will allow up to 3 persons to speak in opposition to the application if such persons identify themselves when announced by the chair. Each person testifying in opposition or in favor of an application will be given 2 minutes to speak. 2 minutes to speak. At the conclusion of each presentation, the applicant's attorney will be given 1 minute to close on his or her client's behalf. For applicants without an attorney, you will be given 1 minute to close as well. The commissioner will hear all 5 cases before open debate begins. This hearing, like all BOLC hearings, is subject to the Maryland Open Meetings Act, so a transparent debate will be in full force and in effect. At the end of the deliberation, the chair will ask each commissioner to assign points in rank order to each applicant. The first applicant will receive 20. The person in second place will receive 15, third, 10, fourth, 5, and the final applicant will receive 0. Each commissioner will publicly state his or her stack ranking for the record. The chair will announce the final tallies confirmed by the vice chair. The top 4 applications who receive the highest points will be issued the 4 available licenses. Madam Chair, are there any questions to these rules of engagement for the Class B licenses? All right, hearing none, no objection will be proceed accordingly. Okay. Deputy Chief Mendoza will be our timekeeper. So be ready to start the timer when given the opportunity. All right, I will go ahead and get started. I think that concludes my explanation. The first applicant for this new Class B beer, wine, and liquor is Taqueria El Tanapa. I need a MAPS presentation from Chief Clark before I allow Mr. Kim to give his presentation. And this licensee is located at 1810 East West Highway in Hyattsville, Maryland. I'll need that MAPS presentation from Chief Clark and Mr. Kim when you're ready after the presentation.
Yes, in this matter, there are no churches within 500 feet, and there are no schools within 1,000 feet, and there are approximately 7 liquor establishments within a 1-mile radius. Mr. Director.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
All right, Mr. Kim, would you like to introduce your person?
Thank you. Thank you, Director. Good morning. Good afternoon, Madam Chair, members of the board. Bob Kim on behalf of Taqueria El Tanampa. With me this morning is Mr. Francisco Machado Diaz, the applicant. I see 3 people behind Francisco. Yanira, do we just have 2 plus you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have Teresa or Jessica?
Jessica and William.
And William Benitez?
Yes.
Okay. Madam Chair, as stated, Francisco Machado Diaz is the sole applicant, and Ms. Yanira Hernandez, who is Francisco's wife and boss, is available, but she's not an applicant. There are 2 witnesses who will be testifying in support of this application, Mr. Benitez and Jessica?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So they're ready to be sworn in, Madam Chair. I don't expect that we're going to need a whole lot of time with the independent witnesses, but they're ready to be sworn in.
All right, all those who plan to speak, would you please raise your right hand for the oath? Do you hereby swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Please state, each of you, please state your name and your home address for the record.
You can put your hand down. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Francisco, you first.
My name is Francisco Javier Machado Diaz. My address is 5955 Point Meadow Court, Brandywine, Maryland, 2613.
Thank you.
You would,
My name-
Go ahead.
My name is Yanira Carolina Hernandez. My address is 15955 Point Meadow Court, Brandywine, Maryland, 20613.
My name is Jessica Patricia Soto Reyes. My address is 3202 Toledo Place, apartment 104, Hyattsville, Maryland, 20782.
William Benitez, address 6630 23rd Avenue, Hyattsville, Maryland, 20782.
Okay. The three of you can sit down, and then I'll go ahead and, Madam Chair, I'm ready to proceed with voir hearing Mr. Machado Diaz.
All right, go ahead.
Francisco, are you a permanent resident of the United States?
Yes.
And you are obviously a citizen of the state of Maryland, correct?
Right.
Have you ever been convicted of a felony?
No.
Have you ever been found guilty of violating any laws regarding the sale of alcoholic beverages?
No.
Have you ever had a license for sale of alcoholic beverages revoked?
No.
Have you ever had a license?
No.
Okay, now do you own any other businesses in Prince George's County with an alcoholic beverage license?
No.
And what is your position with Taqueria El Tanampa Inc.?
It's 100% stockholder, president, and secretary, and treasury.
Okay, now El Tanampa has been open since December of 2022. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, and you've been in continuous operation since then.
Yes.
Now, and you are here requesting a beer, wine, and liquor license because your customers have been asking you why you don't have a beer and wine liquor license, and they would like to have alcoholic beverages to go with their meals. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And how much time do you spend at Taqueria El Tanampa?
Full time.
Full time, along with your wife, Yanira, correct?
Correct.
Yes. And do you have a copy of the rules and regulations of this board?
Yes, we do.
And you're familiar with the rules and regulations?
Yes.
Okay. And if this application is approved, will you make certain that you will comply with all the requirements of this board?
Yes.
Madam Chair, I did submit a exhibits package, which I will go over with the board at the conclusion of Mr. Diaz's testimony, but I would submit to the board that we submitted copies of 4 alcohol awareness training certificates for Mr. Diaz, Yanira, his wife, and 2 other employees. Again, they're not even open yet, but they don't have an alcoholic beverage license yet, but they're ready to go if the board would approve this application. How old do you have to be before you can purchase or consume beer, wine, or liquor?
21 years old.
And how old must an employee be to sell beer, wine, or liquor?
18 years old.
And what are the 6 acceptable forms of identification?
Is a state driver license, a state card, green cards, military ID, valid passport, and approved biometric verification device.
Are there any changes to the application that we filed?
No.
And again, we've had meetings where I've explained to you that you as a licensee will have obligations to this board to answer any questions the board may have regarding the operation of El Tanampa, correct?
Correct.
Can you agree to accept those responsibilities?
Yes.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the restaurant. Again, I informed the board that the restaurant opened in December 2022. Is that right?
That's correct.
Now, how much money did you invest in getting this restaurant open in terms of decorations and so on?
I'm gonna spend around $600,000.
$600,000. And I
Yes,
think the board can see from the photographs that we submitted that it's a very nicely decorated, very inviting, and a nice special place to have meals. Now, and you on an average, is that accurate to say you do I don't know, $55,000-$60,000 in sales on a monthly basis?
yes,
Okay. Now, let's look at the exhibit package that I submitted to the board, and I gave you a copy of that. Exhibit number 1, the tab, is a petition in support of the application, and I counted 270 signatures from customers who currently come to Altanampa. You were able to obtain 270 signatures with this application. Is that correct?
correct.
Okay. And tab number 2 are photographs of mostly of the interior, and I think one photograph of the exterior. I noticed that the photographs are sort of and the decoration are sort of interesting. It's bright. It's obviously nice floors, nice walls. What was I mean, is there some kind of a history behind the way it was decorated, or is this something maybe suggested by an artist?
No, it's we do it by ourselves. It's a typical Mexican restaurant, and we try to keep like Mexican restaurant. You can.
Well, I've been in Mexican restaurant. It seems a little bit fancier, and the decorations. I mean, you have paintings on the walls. You have wall murals. I mean, it seems to me it's a little bit more than a typical Mexican restaurant, and you spent a lot of money on making this restaurant look that way, correct?
Correct.
Okay, all right. Tab number 3 is a menu, a 4-page menu. Again, that doesn't even include the alcoholic beverages you hope to be serving, but can you sort of give a little bit of a background on what kind of food you have and the fact that you have a nice kids menu or children's menu?
Yeah, we have a very good kids menu, and we have it's kind of not too big a menu, but we got a lot of fajitas, tacos, burritos, and everything like tacos.
The Tex-Mex cuisine.
Yeah, Tex-Mex
Okay.
cuisine, right?
Tab number 4 is a floor plan and layout that was submitted with the application that shows how the restaurant is laid out and Google Maps location. And this is located, I think, on the northeast corner of East-West Highway and Riggs Road.
It's correct.
All right, so a lot of traffic.
It's a
in
lot
that
of traffic.
intersection. Yeah. And tab number 5, as I stated, are copies of alcohol awareness training certificates for you, your wife, and 2 employees who will be or who are servers at the restaurant.
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you have any? Do you believe, based upon what you've been told by the customers and the petitions signatures that you've obtained to the petition, that the issuance of this license would accommodate the public?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any reason to believe that this will disturb the peace and quiet of the neighborhood?
No.
Okay. Madam Chair, members of the board, this is all I have of Mr. Machado Diaz.
All right, thank you. Commissioners, do you have a question for him? All right, I
Okay.
hear none, so Mr. King.
But Jessica Reyes.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, let's let Jessica. Good afternoon, Jessica.
Good afternoon.
Now, you are here in support of this application for beer, wine, and liquor license for Altanampa. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Tell us a little bit about the restaurant and why you are in support of this application.
Okay, so I've been coming here with my family since December 2022 when they opened. I like bringing my kids here because it's very family oriented. It's very authentic, and also they're very diverse. So they have Mexican food as well, but they also tip into other cultures like a Salvadorian food, watermelon food. So that's the main reason why we always choose this restaurant to come with my family.
Okay, and you believe that having a beer, wine, and liquor license will accommodate you and other customers?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
It
All right.
will accommodate not just myself, but other clients as well.
Okay. All right. Ms. Reyes, thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you, Mr. Benitez. William, can you come in?
Hello.
Good afternoon, Mr. Benitez.
Afternoon.
Same thing. Are you familiar with the operation at El Tenampa?
Yes,
Okay, and have you been a customer for some time period
since they opened, I've been
since they opened? Okay, and based upon your experience with the restaurant, do you believe that issuance of a beer, wine, and liquor license will accommodate you as a customer and other customers who come to the restaurant?
yeah, since they opened, I've been coming with my kids, and it'll be nice to come with friends for happy hour. So in general,
Okay, so you've been bothering Francisco about getting a beer, wine, and liquor license.
it's something like that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's all I have of Mr. Benitez.
Thank you.
The last person, Madam Chair, is Yanira. Yanira, where are you?
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
Yanira is Francisco's boss. But I mean, you're his wife, and so we know you're going to say good things about this application. But do you believe? I mean, you're there on a daily basis, correct? Full time?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And can you testify to this board that the customers have been asking you about being able to have a beer or a margarita or sangria or something with dinner and lunch?
Absolutely. Every day they're being asking when you're gonna have the license because they really enjoy coming here, and they always telling us that they would like to have like a margarita or a beer with their meals.
Okay. Madam Chair, that's all I have of Yanira. That is all the witnesses I have. I would respectfully request that the board accept the exhibits package that was submitted last week, consisting of 5 tabs, a petition with 270 signatures, photographs. And again, I don't know if the commissioners have had a chance to review the photographs of the interior of this restaurant. But again, I've been in a lot of restaurants. That's not what I would call a typical, normally decorated restaurant. I mean, I think the interior is spectacular. I think it's as nicely decorated restaurant as I've seen in this county. And the menu is again very diverse, with children's menu, family-oriented menu, and obviously the restaurant is located in an area that's very heavily traveled, and the applicant and the employees have already been trained and obtained alcohol awareness training certificates with the hope and anticipation that the board will approve this application for a new beer, wine, and liquor license. And with that, I would respectfully request that the board issue a Class B beer, wine, and liquor license for Taqueria El Tenampa.
Thank you. Any questions from board members? All right. Mr. Director, we'll move to the next.
Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Chair, I'll call the next case, Buzz Point Cafe. This is located at 7700 Harkins Road in Lanham, Maryland, 20706. Before I allow Mr. Carter to introduce his client, I'll need a MAPS presentation from Chief Clark. Chief Clark?
Yes, in the matter of Buzz Point Cafe, there are no churches within 500 feet, and there are no schools within 1,000 feet, and there are approximately 11 liquor establishments within a 1 mile radius. Mr. Director.
Thank you. Thank you. And once again, Mr. Carter. I'll allow you to introduce your clients, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Director Shepard, members of the board. For the record, this is Benjamin Carter from Carter Law LLC. With me this morning, I have Frederick Scarborough Jr., who is one of the owners and the sole applicant on behalf of BuzzPoint Holdings LLC for trading as BuzzPoint Cafe. As a preliminary matter, we submitted an exhibit book to the board that contains a preliminary menu, floor plan along with renderings, an application or petitions of support from tenants in the immediate vicinity of the area, as well as a comprehensive business plan that my clients used when applying for financing. I'd respectfully request that all those exhibits be submitted into evidence.
Mr. Carter, could I give your client the oath?
Yes. Yes, Madam
Mr.
Chair.
Scarborough, would you raise your right hand for the oath? Do you hereby swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Would you please give your name and your home address for the record?
Oh, yes. Frederick Scarborough, 403 Indian Hill Court, Accokeek, Maryland, 20607.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Carter.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and my apologies for getting ahead of myself. At this time, I'd like to restate that request, please, for the exhibits to be moved into evidence. So my clients want to proceed with a coffee to cocktails concept at the Remy, which is a new apartment building located on the backside or near the backside of the New Carrollton Metro Station, right off of 450 at Harkins Road. This is inside the Beltway and is an area that hasn't seen the same type of development as the other side of the New Carrollton Metro Station. So we really believe that this will be a great addition to the community. That's best demonstrated by the support the community has already shown for it. My clients spent the better part of a couple days outside the building trying to gain support for their concept, and had an introduction from property management to a number of tenants that went very well. The tenants seem to be very enthused about a coffee to cocktails concept, as demonstrated by the fact that we had more than 50 signatures of support, and more than half of those were from tenants of the building. And for an establishment that's not opened yet, I think that's, it speaks volumes about the kind of support. It's hard to get support for a new establishment. This is going to be open from 6:30 to 9. They understand that if this license is approved on Sundays, they can't sell alcohol until 8 a.m. But they really envision alcohol service being more in line with lunch and dinner, and really being a gathering place for the community at all hours of the day. Well, all hours that they're open, I should say. This location was chosen in large part due to the request of the landlord. One of the members of BuzzPoint Holdings LLC is in real estate and has a working relationship with the Berman family that ultimately owns the Remy apartment building where this will be located. And they were asked to actually go in there with this concept by the Berman family. Given the experience with the real estate, they believe this would be a great location, especially the mixed use development aspect. They're also, Mr. Scarborough and it's going to be a family business that he'll own with his mother. They're both Prince George's County residents. They've spent the majority of their life in Prince George's County. And to them, it's really important to give back to the community. And to the extent possible, they're going to be hiring Prince George's County residents for this concept. And they think it'll create about a dozen new jobs once it's open. They hope to open in December, but having this license approved prior to that is critical to their financing. And it's one of the conditions of their financing for that matter. And with that, I'd like to ask Mr. Scarborough some qualifying questions.
Yep.
I'm ready. All right. What is the legal age to purchase alcohol in the state of Maryland?
21.
And what is the legal age to sell and serve alcohol in Prince George's County?
18 years old.
And what are the 6 acceptable forms of identification that can be used to purchase alcohol in Prince George's County?
The driver's license, a state issue ID, military ID, biometrics device, a green card, and a U.S. passport.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Scarborough. And a couple other things I'd like to add is that Mr. Scarborough has experience in the hospitality industry, including working at establishments with alcoholic beverage licenses. And he's never personally been responsible for any alcoholic beverage violation. And to the best of his knowledge, none of the establishments that he has worked at have had a violation while he's been employed there. There are no plans for live entertainment or dancing, and should that change, we will come back to the board to request permission. This is only going to be 76 seats, including outdoor seating, but the total all-in cost of this business is going to be close to $1 million. But given its location and the size, this is really the only class of license that works for this business. I'd respectfully request that this application be approved, given the foregoing information.
Thank you. Commissioners, do you have any questions? Any questions? All right.
Commissioners.
Commissioner Sparkman.
Yes. When does the business expect to be open again?
At December at the latest, hopefully a little earlier, but December at the latest.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Sparkman. Any other questions? All right, we will move to the next. Mr. Director.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'll call the next case, Hibachi Grill and Seafood Buffet. This is located at 6867 New Hampshire Avenue in Tacoma Park, Maryland. They do not have an attorney. Madam Chair, before I allow our licensees, Mr. Zhang Gang Chen, to introduce himself, as well as you, Chang Chen, I'll need a MAPS presentation from Chief Clark. Chief Clark?
Yes, in the matter of Hibachi Grill and Seafood Buffet, there are no churches within 500 feet, and there are no schools within 1,000 feet, and there are approximately 6 liquor establishments within a 1-mile radius. Mr. Director.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
All right. All those who, let me just ask some questions. Do you have an attorney?
No attorney.
All right. Are you aware of your right to have an attorney?
Yes.
All right. And are you proceeding without an attorney?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Please raise your right hands for the oath. Anyone who plans to speak must raise your right hand for the oath. Do you hereby swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Would each of you state your name and your home address for the record?
Zigan Chen. I live at 6004 Costa Paul Drive, Riverdale, Maryland, 20737.
All right.
Ron Fan Yao reside at 2313 Old Basley Road, Russellville, Tomonia, Maryland, 21093.
Xue Zhan Chen. Address is 9798 Max Way, Alex City. Table code is 21042.
All right. Thank you. At this point, could you tell us why you are here? Tell us what your plan is.
We are planning to apply for a liquor license, Class B, for my business.
Okay. You have any other information on it? Do you have? Would you like to share any information about your plan?
Yes, we are here. We are here for the apply the liquor beer wine license.
We are the buffet restaurant in the PG County, the new build-out restaurant. We are trying to sell the liquor in our buffet. My business is open night Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9:45, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10:30, on Sunday, 11 to 9:45.
We have there 348 seats.
All right. Well, I'll ask some questions if you have no more information. All right, let me start. Each of you, I'm going to ask some questions to each of you. Who would like to go first?
I can go
You.
first.
Okay. All right. Are you aware that the board will hold you accountable for any violations that should occur?
Nope.
All right. If you have a violation at your establishment, are you aware that the board would hold you accountable?
No.
Well, are you aware of the rules and regulations of the Board of License Commissioners?
Yes.
Okay, do you agree to abide by the laws, rules, and regulations?
Yes.
And therefore, are you aware that the board would hold you accountable for any violations that should occur?
Could you repeat the question again?
Okay. Are you aware that the board would blame you or hold you accountable for any violations if one occurs?
Yes.
All right. What is the minimum age to purchase alcohol?
21.
What is the minimum age to sell alcohol?
18.
All right. Could you give me the 6 acceptable forms of ID?
Green card, government issue ID, driver license, passport, biometric, and their military ID.
Ms. Sparkman, did we get all of them?
Could you repeat those again?
Yeah, biometric verification drive, and their green card, passport, government issue ID, military ID,
Driver's license.
driver license.
Yeah, I think someone
All
answered.
All right. We think we heard someone whisper, but when we ask a question, it goes to that particular person. Thank you.
I think we're good.
Can you,
We're okay.
Madam, can you have them repeat that?
Yeah.
Yes. Would you repeat it
Yeah.
yourself? Okay.
Biometric verification drive, military ID, green card, passport, government issue ID, military ID.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. It looks like you did get it that time.
Yep.
All right.
You had it right the first time, actually.
Actually, thank you, Mr. Camacho. All right. We will go to the next person for the qualifying questions. Who wants to go next?
Me.
All right. Okay. Are you familiar with all of the laws, rules, and regulations of the Board of License Commission?
Yes.
All right. And do you agree to abide by those laws, rules, and regulations?
Yes.
All right. And I want to ask you some questions that I just asked. What is the minimum age to purchase alcohol?
To buy the alcohol is 21.
All right. And what is the minimum age to sell alcohol?
18.
All right. Now let's see have you give us the 6 forms of identification.
Driver license, military ID, state issue ID, passport, green card, and biometric verification device.
All right. Thank you. All right. Who's next? All right. Are you aware of the laws, rules, and regulations of the Board of License Commissioners?
Yes.
All right. And do you agree to abide by the laws, rules, and regulations?
Yes.
All right. Let me ask you the questions. What is the minimum age to purchase alcohol?
21.
And what is the minimum age to sell alcohol?
18.
And could you give me the 6 forms, acceptable forms of ID?
Driver license and the military ID and the state issue ID and the passport, green card, and the birth license seal.
All right. Commissioners, do you have any questions?
This is Camacho. This is Mr. Camacho. Yes. How long have you been in business?
What can you say again? Sorry.
How long have you been open in the restaurant? How long have you had the restaurant?
The restaurant is not open yet. We expect to open May 8th.
Okay, so your opening expected the opening is May 8th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Any other questions?
Madam Chair, this is Catrice. Board's permission to amend the affidavit for Rong Yale, if I'm pronouncing that right.
Yes.
Her naturalization information was missing, but I do have it based off of her naturalization certificate that she submitted.
All right. Could we have a motion to amend the application?
What are we amending in the application?
Her naturalization information was not typed on her affidavit. So
Okay.
she was naturalized on May 11, 2006 in Baltimore, Maryland. So I need to fill that information in for her.
Okay.
Okay.
Move to amend the affidavit for Ji Gang Chen. Is that the correct one?
For Rong.
Yes.
With the appropriate information that we've just received.
I'll second the motion to amend the application with the appropriate updated information.
All right. Any questions on that motion? All right. Hearing no questions, let's vote then to amend. Commissioner Sparkman?
Aye.
Commissioner Camacho?
Aye.
Commissioner Norman?
Aye.
Commissioner Smith?
Aye.
And chair votes aye. The vote to amend the application with the updated information passes. All right. Would anyone have anything else to say before we move on? All right, Mr. Director, I think we're ready.
Thank you, Madam Chair. 1 second. The next case is going to be Mix and Mingle Coffee Lounge on Main Street. They do not have an attorney, and we have Ms. Shannon Jordan, who is the owner for a Class B beer, wine, and liquor for the use of Mix and Mingle Coffee Lounge on Main Street, located at 14703 Main Street, number 101. Before I allow Ms. Jordan to present her case, I'll need a MAPS presentation from Chief Clark. Chief Clark?
Yes, in the matter of Mix and Mingle Coffee Lounge, there are no churches within 500 feet, and there are no schools within 1,000 feet, and there are approximately 7 liquor establishments with a 1 mile radius. Mr. Director.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
All right. Mrs. Jordan, would you, do you have an attorney?
I do not.
All right. Are you aware of your right to an attorney?
Yes.
Are you proceeding without an attorney?
Yes.
All right. Please raise your right hand for the oath. All right. Do you hereby swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Please state your name and your home address for the record.
My name is Shannon Jordan. My home address is 12,010 Empire Lane in Fort Washington, Maryland, 20744.
All right. Thank you. Please tell us why you're here and your plans.
I'm here to apply for a Class B beer, wine, and liquor license for Mix and Mingle Coffee Lounge on Main Street. Our mission is to enhance our community through a coffee experience, but by providing great food and drinks and outstanding customer service, unique retail, but also to serve as a community network and event space. And in order to do that, we would like to be able to serve alcohol as well. As initially, I was approached as a former licensee by the property owner on Main Street and the former mayor of Upper Marlboro to contribute to the redevelopment of Main Street. Apparently, residents in the area, as well as visitors and employees, are looking for a coffee shop and restaurant that offers more fast casual options where they can actually sit down and eat, and also a community gathering space. So receiving this liquor license would greatly contribute to the restaurant and the services that we could provide. We are a new business and we are planning to open in June.
All right, thank you. Let me ask you a few questions. Are you aware that the board would hold you accountable for any violations should one occur?
Yes, I definitely am, as a former licensee.
Okay, and how much time do you plan to spend at the establishment?
Running a restaurant is a lot of work. I will be there at least probably 30 to 50 hours a week.
Okay.
As a direct part of operations.
All right. Are you aware of the laws, rules, and regulations of the Board of License Commissioners?
Yes.
And do you plan to abide by those laws, rules, and regulations?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What is the minimum age to purchase alcohol?
21 years old.
All right. And what is the minimum age to sell alcohol in Prince George's County? Thank you.
Years. Mm-hmm.
All right. And could you list the 6 acceptable forms of identification?
Yes. U.S. passport, a green card, a driver's license, a state-issued ID, a military ID, or an approved biometric device that verifies the previously mentioned forms.
Thank you. Commissioners, do you have any questions?
I'm sorry, what did you say, Madam Chair?
Before she continues, her microphone is fine now. Your microphone was going out, Madam Sims, but I think you're fine now.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. I asked commissioners if you had any questions.
I do. This is Commissioner Norman.
All right, Commissioner Norman.
Good morning, Miss. Good afternoon, Miss Jordan. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm doing well.
Good. So first of all, what's the projected opening date for this establishment?
The opening date is mid to late June. It will depend on permits and the final build out.
Okay. And tell me, what's your association with the other Mix and Mingle? Because you were on that license at one point, weren't you?
Yes, I was. I was an original founder and part of the ownership of that team. As I mentioned, we were approached by some elected officials and the redevelopment of Main Street was described. And in order to be able to offer what we did previously in Clinton as a startup, I removed myself and I'm trying to take on this endeavor and offer it in Upper Marlboro. But we'll want to continue with much of what we did as a startup over there. Social mission and community impact is important. So I've already started some of that work on the Upper Marlboro side.
So I'm sorry, you said social what?
social impact. So we work with local nonprofits. We support veterans. We're not just a coffee shop and a restaurant. We're a community gathering space. So we will offer space, as I've done in the past, to local nonprofits or community groups that organize and hold workshops. Also, I have an established relationship with Employ PG and the CCRD, the College Career Research Development Program, where students in Prince George's County Public Schools who are interested in culinary arts training are able to work in the restaurant and gain those skills. We have a fair amount of demand from Central and Northern County, like Bowie residents and Upper Marlboro residents, who would not make the journey all the way to Clinton. So as the former mayor and elected officials in the town mentioned, I want to be able to offer that in Upper Marlboro.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions? All right. Hearing none.
I have a question. And
All
so
right.
what
Commissioner
is your
Smith.
what is your current affiliation with the Mix and Mingles, the other Mix and Mingles?
Well, at this time, I no longer have ownership over there. I released my ownership in shares. So right now, I just act as a quasi manager and support of operations. Like I said, I have students and some employees who are training so that they will be ready to work and kind of hit the ground running in Upper Marlboro when we open up. But at this time, I no longer have any ownership interest on that side.
Is it the same name? Is it the same name as the other entity?
The name is different in Upper Marlboro. I'm the sole owner of the single member LLC, which is Mix and Mingle on Main.
Okay.
And there's a separate EIN that is part of the exhibit deck. It's part of Exhibit 1.
All right, thank you.
So in
All
essence,
right. Are there any other questions? Commissioner Norman.
Yeah. So, Ms. Jordan, in essence, you've kind of broke off and started a separate entity, just adding Main Street to the local name.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions?
Which, for the record, is legal. They are separate entities. You can add a number onto it, Main Street 2 LLC, and it would still be recognized as a separate entity, just for the record.
Thank you. All right. Any other questions or comments? All right. Mrs. Jordan, did you want to make a last statement or are you finished?
Sure. I wanted to ask the commissioners if I'm able to there are a couple of community representatives on the call, as well as the property owner. If I'm able to allow them a minute or two to speak on my behalf.
All right. How many do you have?
2 community representatives and 1 property owner.
Okay. If they're on here and they would like to speak, let me give them the oath. Would you please raise your right hand? Do you hereby swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Would you please state your name and your home address for the record? Each one.
My name is Dolores Millhouse. My home address is 5216 Derby Manor Lane, Upper Marlboro, Maryland, 20772.
And my name is Latia Jones, Latia Jones, and my address is 7808 Harder Court, Clinton, Maryland, 20735.
All right, thank you. Mrs. Millhouse, we'll start with you.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dolores Millhouse, and I'm a resident in Upper Marlboro and Prince George's County. I'm here to support Mix and Mingle's liquor license application. Given the nature of my work in the community engagement and capacity building, I understand the importance of having intentional spaces where people can connect, collaborate, and build relationships. What stands out for me about Mix and Mingle is that it offers more than just a traditional food and beverage experience. It creates a space for meaningful engagement and community connection. Mix and Mingle brings something different to our local business landscape. It is a modern hospitality concept that blends special gathering, creative programming, and a community-centered engagement in a way that expands what is currently available in Upper Marlboro. Equally important, this expansion reflects demonstrated demand. The success and impact of what Mix and Mingle has done in the Clinton area has generated interest from Upper Marlboro residents and our town leadership, who has recognized the value of bringing the same energy and community-centered experience into the town. Businesses like this contribute to economic growth by creating jobs, attracting local spending, and increasing the vibrancy of our commercial corridors, while also serving the places where community can gather and thrive. For this reason, I respectfully urge that the board approve this application. Thank you all.
Thank you. All right, Mrs. Jones.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am a 47-year resident of Prince George's County. I grew up right here in Clinton. I am very familiar with Upper Marlboro. And Shannon has been very intricately involved with the American Legion Auxiliary, which I am the first vice president, and Clinton Unit 259. She has supported our endeavors in the community and the American Legion Post, as well as the American Legion Auxiliary Unit, which comprised of veterans, military families. We all support Mix and Mingle, and we support Shannon as well, too. She has also given to our community closet, which we have at the District 5 police station, and we also are expanding that community closet to other police stations as well, too. Shannon has been a meaningful resource for our events that we do within the community. The Mix and Mingle entity has a community board, which they share all the events of what happens within the community. And when Shannon, we go to her, she allows us to share all of our events, whether they're free or whether there's something that we give back, as in terms of like cancer awareness, where we donated over $6,000 to the Southern Maryland Hospital. So I, too, in support of Mix and Mingle. They have been awesome in the community. I know Upper Marlboro very well. As I said, I've grown up in this community, and it would be a great asset within the Upper Marlboro area. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you. All right. Would you like to share any other information, Mrs. Jordan? All right. And we have no other questions from commissioners?
Commissioner, my name is Lisa Valerio. I'm one of the owners. I would like to briefly testify on Mix and Mingle's behalf.
Did I give you the oath?
I raised my hand. I don't know that my mute was off, but I do.
All right. All right. And well, would you give us your name and home address for the record?
Sure. My name is Lisa Valerio Romano. I currently live at 13682 Gilbride Lane, Clarksville, Maryland, 21029. I was born and raised in Upper Marlboro. I've watched Upper Marlboro grow. I've seen the horse track turn over. I was there when the Showplace Arena opened. My father purchased the building many years ago. It burnt down in 2018, and we have rebuilt it. Now, in finding the perfect tenant, we tried, and I worked side by side with Sarah Franklin, who's the former mayor, to find the perfect tenant for the location. And Mix and Mingle kept coming up, and we went there. And what they have done to the Clinton area is what we want them to do to Upper Marlboro. We're all about the revitalization of Main Street and rebuilding it. And Mix and Mingle is a company that will bring it there. They reach out to the community. They work with others. They are veteran owned. There's so many wonderful things about this corporation that we want to bring to Upper Marlboro. Now, I personally work in the court systems. The judges, the attorneys, the police officers are all so very excited that Mix and Mingle is finding their second location and home in Upper Marlboro. I could not support this request anymore. We are so happy that they're with us, and we hope that you would consider issuing their B license. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I believe we're ready, Mrs. Jordan, to move on. Did you have any other comment?
I just wanted to comment that within the exhibit, there is community feedback and there's a list of wet signatures. There was some additional online signatures that were collected through a QR code that were not included. And I sent those in the chat to Director Shepherd and I believe to Ms. James via email if the commissioners will want to consider those additional signatures.
Thank you. And I believe we're ready to move on.
Thank you.
All right, Commissioner.
Madam Chair, there are no further questions for this licensee. I'll move on to the next and final applicant. The final applicant is Milk and Honey. They're located at 9201 Woodmore Center, Suite 104 in Lanham, Maryland, 20706. Before I allow Mr. Carter, I believe it's Mr. Carter,
yes,
to introduce his client, I'll need a MAPS presentation from Chief Clark. Chief Clark?
Yes, in the matter of Milk and Honey, there are no churches within 500 feet and there are no schools within 1,000 feet. And there are approximately 8 liquor establishments within a 1-mile radius. Mr. Director.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
All right, Mr. Carter, would you introduce your client?
Yes, Madam Chair. With me this morning, I have Evelise Contreras, who's a member and authorized person of Milk and Honey Woodmore LLC, and she's applying for this Class B beer, wine, and liquor license on behalf of Milk and Honey Woodmore LLC.
All right, I'd like to swear her in at this time. Would you raise your right hand? And anyone else who plans to speak, please raise your right hand for the oath. Do you hereby swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. Would you please state your name and your home address for the record?
Yes, my name is Evelise Contreras. My home address is 3306 Hampton Point Drive, Apartment D, Silver Spring, Maryland, 20904.
Thank you. Mr. Carter, I'll turn this back over to you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As the board is probably familiar with Milk and Honey concept, it was born in the DMV, and there are currently 19 locations across the district, Maryland and Virginia. This location initially opened more than 5 years ago. But at the time it opened, it was a Milk and Honey Express. So it had a more limited menu and more of a fast casual concept. My clients decided that it wants to transition this into a full service Milk and Honey, more in line with the other locations in the area. As such, we've submitted an exhibit book that contains the full menu for Milk and Honey, not the Milk and Honey Express menu. And this includes proposed cocktails, beer and wine and liquor as well. The exhibit book also includes a floor plan of the premises, as well as pictures of the food that are, I'm sure they're making everyone just as hungry as they're making me right now. And I respectfully request that those exhibits be moved into evidence. The transition from a fast casual concept to a sit down concept was due to consumer demand and success at other locations. The client believes that this, given this restaurant has existed at Woodmore for some time, but this transition will make it even more successful there. Despite the introduction of beer, wine, and liquor, they don't believe it'll have any sort of significant impact on the mode of operation of the establishment. This really is food first. Across all locations, they're averaging less than 20% alcohol sales, and a number of locations are averaging less than 10%, and they don't expect this to be any different. there is customer demand for this as demonstrated. And if it wasn't for customer demand, they wouldn't be making this change to the concept or applying for this license. With that in mind, I have a few qualifying questions of the applicant. Have you had a chance to review the board's rules and regulations?
Yes,
And do you understand them and agree to abide by them?
I do.
And do you understand that if a violation were to occur, the board can and will hold you responsible?
I do.
What is the legal age to purchase alcohol in the state of Maryland?
21,
And what is the legal age to sell and serve alcohol in Prince George's County?
18,
And what are the 6 acceptable forms of identification?
state issued driver's license, state issued ID, military ID, passport, permanent resident card, and biometric verification device.
Thank you. And I would just like to add, you're a certified TIPS trainer, correct?
Correct. Yes.
So you've actually administered classes
Yes.
and taught classes on TIPS certification. So you are very familiar with the signs of alcohol impairment. And you've taught classes from Milk and Honey.
Correct.
Great, thank you. I have no further questions of the applicant.
All right, thank you. Commissioners, do you have questions?
This is Commissioner Norman. I do.
Commissioner Norman.
All right. So what's the projected open day?
They're currently open. I believe they're currently open. It's really a matter of just increasing the menu.
They're staying in the same location.
Yes. They're not expanding. They're just adding. They're increasing the size of the menu and adding alcoholic beverage service.
I thought the other place really didn't have sit down.
They're adding seats. But it did have seats, if I'm not mistaken. It was just not full service.
Okay, so there's no change to the inside structure of the building, just adding the full menu.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
All right, any other questions? All right, Mr. Carter, would you have another statement, closing statement?
Yes, Madam Chair, thank you. I would just like to reiterate that this establishment's been there for some time, and it's been a valued member of the Woodmore community. And I think the addition of alcoholic beverage service coupled with the changing to a full menu will be an even greater addition to the Woodmore community. And with that in mind, I'd respectfully request that this application be approved.
All right, commissioners, any questions? All right, everyone should have their score sheet. And I'll give you a couple of minutes to complete your score sheet. Mr. Camacho will assist with tallying the score sheets.
Sure.
All right. So I'll give you 2 minutes. And remember, we have 5 people trying to get 4 positions. So when the 2 minutes are up, I'll start out. All right, everyone should be ready.
Yep.
I will start. Tenenpa 10, Buzz Point 15, Hibachi Grill and Seafood 0, Mix and Mingle 20, Milk and Honey 5. All right, Mr. Camacho.
Okay. El Trampa 10, Buzz Point 0, Hibachi 15, Mix and Mingle 5, Milk and Honey 20.
Thank you. Commissioner Norman.
Tanquan, let's go, wait, hold up. 5, the first one, 5. Buzz Point 15, Hibachi 0, Mix and Mingle 20, and Milk and Honey 10.
All right, Commissioner Smith.
Tanampa 20, Buzz Point 5, Hibachi
John,
0.
what was the second? What was the second?
5.
Buzz
5.
Point 5. Okay, thank you.
Hibachi Grill 0, Mix and Mingle 10, Milk and Honey 15.
All right, thank you. Commissioner Sparkman.
All right. Is it Takira?
Yes.
15.
Taqueria. 15, okay.
15. Buzz Point 0, Hibachi 5, Mix and Mingle 10, and Milk and Honey 20.
Okay.
All right, now we'll total this up.
Yep.
Let's see. 20, 40, 10, 20. All right. Give us a minute. Okay, when you're ready, Mr. Camacho.
Okay, what are we doing? We
My
doing
totals?
totals?
Yeah, I'll give the totals and you double check.
Okay.
The first one, Tenenpa 60.
60, correct.
Buzz Point Cafe 35.
Correct.
Hibachi Grill and Seafood Buffet 20.
Correct.
Mix and Mingle 65.
Correct.
Milk and Honey 70.
Correct.
All right, so the ones that will receive the licenses are Milk and Honey, Mix and Mingle, Tanapa, and Buzz Point Cafe.
That is correct.
Will be the 4.
That is correct.
Okay, again, I'll read it. Milk and Honey, Mix and Mingle, Buzz Point Cafe, and Tanapa.
Tanapa, correct. That is correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Well, you need a motion.
All right. May I have a motion?
This is Commissioner Camacho. I am issuing moving to grant the Class B beer, wine, and liquor license to Trading as Taqueria Tanampa, Trading as Buzz Point Cafe, Trading as Mix and Mingle Coffee Lounge on Main Street, and Trading as Milk and Honey.
Is there a second?
This is Commissioner Norman. I will second the motion as read for granting the license of the 4 top recipients of votes.
All right. Is there a question regarding that motion? Is there a question regarding the motion? All right. Hearing none, let's vote. Commissioner Sparkman?
Aye.
Commissioner Camacho?
Aye.
Commissioner Norman?
Aye.
Commissioner Smith?
Aye.
And chair votes aye. So the motion to grant the Class B beer, wine, and liquor license to Tanapa, Buzz Point Cafe, Mix and Mingle Coffee Lounge at Main Street, Milk and Honey passes. Thank you.
All right, Madam Chair, that concludes the regular session. Can I get the recording stopped and restarted? And we can